Good morning, everybody. How's everybody? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're all. Hope you're all being safe and respectful. So we're going to talk a couple of things today about, are we reopening too soon, too slow, and talk about Lindsey, because he just popped up in the news and he popped up into my head. And what are the Dems doing? Dems. But first, let's do just a quick pull on Minneapolis. That was horrible, horrifying. What's the 411 on Minneapolis? Star card. Star of Hope. Got some work. They need to come together. The community does. And they're feeling that huge bit of loss. Well, I'm glad I can shed some light on that. Yeah, didn't need cards to tell me that. I feel so bad for those people. For the family. Oh my gosh. Let's see what the shaman deck has to say for healing. How do they heal? How do we as a community heal? But I think how do they heal? How do they heal? That family, that community. Magic. Really? I guess I'm going to pull some more on that. Okay. You got to believe in magic. You got to believe that it can happen. Because right now, it feels like it can't. The divide's too big. Too much pain. You have the jaguar in medicine position. This is the ruler of the jungle, the strength. He sees things that others don't. In medicine, make sure you're seeing clearly. Make sure you're seeing what's really being presented. And 10, you've got the abundance that will be coming. So the sustenance. So we can't get caught up in the moment, and for them, the pain is so hard. Know that it'll never be forgotten, but magic will happen if you have the strength to see things clearly, and you will come back to a bountiful harvest. The words seem so shallow in this pain, but that's what I got in the cards. Alrighty. Just wanted to pull on that. It hurts me. It hurts my soul. Thank you guys for that information. And let's move on. What are the cards saying if we have a very conservative opening? Two of Cups, Justice, and the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. So there's a partnership, there's an agreement, there's something that is being made between two people, some emotional bond. There is justice, but there's also this walking away. So to me, this is saying where we are now, that it's probably a good idea to be a little more conservative, but we're not going to be doing it. So what happens? What are we not seeing about opening the way we are opening? What are we not seeing about this opening? Okay. So we have the star of hope. Clearly, we're hoping we're doing the right thing. And we have the King of Wands. Now, I don't know who that is because it's not Trump. He is not somebody that is... and Trump is the King of Pentacles. But there's qualities to this. Business-minded, right? Taking charge. But I don't see it. It's, to me, wands are more newsy things, putting things into action and plans, creating the plan. And I don't think Trump creates anything. And then it's working hard towards opening up, the Eight of Pentacles. So it looks good here, right? The way we're doing it. Not seeing anything go really, really crazy. All very, very good cards. And what do we need to know? What do we need to know? In the next 2 months. How does this look in the next 2 months? Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is hitting, it's very comforting. It's family-oriented. We have the Hierophant, which is more of a governmental thing. And we have news coming with the Knave of Wands. So, I don't think we're out of the woods because the government's still involved. A higher source is still involved. And with this card, the image that I got is that we're still doing a little bit of the sheltering in place. But not as much. As you can see, we're still getting out. But it's just going to be new. So, it'll still be with us. Okay. So it looks like this is the row that we're doing, that we are doing the right thing. If we did it more conservatively, that would have been okay too. And it doesn't feel like we're opening up too soon, although this virus is going to stay with us. So, we just need to prepare for that and keep that in our minds. And the last thing I'm going to pull on is what are the Democrats doing behind the scenes? We know what the Republicans are doing. They want new judges. Lindsey was in the news again. Oh, yeah. Let's just see what's going on with Lindsey. Hang on. All right, Lindsey Graham. What's going on? What's the 411? I get he is putting on a good front, but he's scared. He was telling people, judges, hey, if you're getting old, if you're up there in 66, time to retire, consider doing it now so we can change the courts to be more conservative, and we can, because they're not going to be able to do that. Lindsey, the magician. He's hoping he can pull a rabbit out of his hat. Lindsey, 5 of coins loss. Interesting card at the base, the Page of Wands. And as I thought of the magician and the 5 of coins, I thought about him, when he was saying that Trump was, unfit to be president and blah, blah, blah. And he was a messenger. He was bringing forth some ideas, and he just seemed more vibrant. And that's the base. And what's behind him? He had strength behind him. Had is the operative word. What's above this? 3 of coins. He's got some partnership working that he's trying to, that he's using, that's kind of shadowing this whole thing. And in the near future, 4 of Swords. Just doesn't look good for him. He's tired. He is just... 2 of Wands, he's got some kind of choice to be made. He thinks he's got the world in his hands. Hopes and fears. Another 4 of Cups. He's not seeing things clearly. He's looking at all this loss, thinking that he's all alone. Well, he probably is. Hopes and fears. I don't know if you can see that very well. Devil. He is bound to something. He's chained to something, some kind of addiction. Why did he switch over to Trump and like, oh, I love you. Why? Was it because of the judges? And in the final outcome, Hermit reversed again. I thought I flipped this right side up. He is alone. He's not seeing clearly. He's not searching for the truth anymore. He's just alone. And at the base of the deck, 9 of Cups, kind of the wish card. King of Cups being protected by the turbulent waters. 6 of Cups, he wants to go back to a simpler time. It's a past card. And the 5 of Wands, battling. Doesn't look good for Lindsey, does it? At once he was a very powerful person, and he still may be, but to me it looks like he's just more isolated. People are seeing that he's attached to the devil. Look at these lonely cards he's got. Lonely. All those lonely cards. 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 5 of Coins. His strength was in the past, and I don't think he's got it anymore. Okay, for my last one. What are the Democrats doing behind the scenes? What are the Democrats doing? There's a lot going on. Let's see if I can tap into some of it. What are the Democrats doing about this? I get two things. They're really pissed, they're really angry, and they're just biding their time. But they're doing contingency plans on if something gets a little crazy. And let's see. Wheel of Fortune upside down. So this is a karmic card, and it's, again, first card that I'm getting is that the wheel isn't turning the way that they want it to turn or that it should turn. There's other forces that are disrupting what the true karmic value should be. And it's being crossed by the Eight of Wands, news. Let's see. Now, when I saw that, I go, that's Donald Trump just throwing out all this stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks. He pulls our focus in so many different directions that we don't get to see the true light at the end of the tunnel. Nine of Cups. The Wish card. Working on things. I know what they're wishing for. Three of Coins behind him. The Sun overshadowing this reading on top of it. And the Nine of Wands. They're still working on that battle. Oof. Got the Devil card. Eight of Swords. Three of Cups. And the Queen of Wands. Nice. Okay, so that was annoying. That went on for quite a while, got to tell you. All right, so as we look at this, we already talked about the wheel. We talked about this, which I still hold true. We know what their wish is. They want to work together. They want to build something good. And that was in the past. Overshadowing this is the Sun card. Now, when I got this, I thought of Marianne at Revealing Light, where she says that's her card for the virus. And so I don't know why I thought that coming up here, but I did. And there is a lot of work, and it's an uphill battle to what they're working on, and they kind of know it. But to me, also, this Sun card is the good energy and happy days and winning, getting out of this. This Devil card is what they are battling, and they're feeling very restricted. The hope is that they're going to have some celebration. And I get the Queen of Wands again. I get this card a lot when I'm talking about the Democrats. Okay? Who is this queen that keeps popping up? That will be interesting to see. So, what are they doing behind the scenes? They're kind of biding their time a little bit. They do have some things that they're working on. But this Devil is restricting them a little too much to implement any of these plans. They are still battling, and this Queen of Wands is going to have a significant role to play. And it's going to be interesting to see who that is. I'll just pull some cards on it and see if we can figure out who that Queen of Wands is. Who is that Queen of Wands? Who is that Queen of Wands? Knight of Cups, Wild Ride. Little celebration. 3, 4. Oh, no, sorry. Thought that was. Never mind. Never mind. Another celebration. And Knight of Swords. Truth. Okay, so if I just leave it like that, it's Elizabeth Warren. When I throw this out, I think she would create a wild ride for us all. People would like it. And then when I pulled that, I thought of Kamala Harris or Amy Klobuchar, more of a Kamala Harris. But it's still Warren throwing out this truth. So I think Warren's going to have an important part to play in what the Democrats are doing behind the scenes. And that's all I have to say about that. All right, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of y'all. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. And that's it.